Hi guys, hello. We're gonna let folks come on in the room. Let me get over here so I can see what the heck's going on the channel. That's the only thing I don't like about STREAMYARD. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? No music. You couldn't hear the music? Sorry. Sorry. That's unusual. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Let everybody get on in the room. We will be opening it up for you all to kind of join the stream in a few moments. Oh, let me get rid of this. I thank you guys for coming here tonight. I was going to talk about something completely different tonight, and then I just literally heard Spirit say, you've got to call them to action. The time of just kind of chilling and not doing anything and not being an active part of what's going on here is done. I'm not advocating that any of you put yourself in harm's way whatsoever. Physically, for sure. However, what I am saying to you is, much like I was talking about during the full moon when I just did the other video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go watch it. And it's only 20 minutes. It's time for us to get into action as far as light workers who understand what our role is on this planet. And we've got to begin to understand what's going on literally right now and what is coming forward. Now, because I was rushed with this, I didn't exactly have a lot of time to put, like I've done before, grab vignettes or pieces from various sources. So some of this you guys are going to have to go check out on your own, but trust and believe. I'm not going to put anything out here that I have not already validated in some form or fashion. So there's a lot happening, and I think we need to understand the behind the scenes so we can grasp what's really going on in front of it. Now, there are, we all know that the verse in the Bible, for we wrestle, right? I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna copy this. This is Ephesians 6:12. Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, all of you should know by now that I am an ordained minister in the non-denominational Christian church. And you should already know by now that I held the office of the prophetess in the church. This time, hello, everyone coming in. I apologize, I'm not welcoming you in the house. This time we're in right now, I could go through multitudes upon multitudes of biblical verses to show you right? To show you where we're at right now. This is not meant to be some I'm beating your head over beating you over the head with the Bible. What this is meant to be is, as we all know, I'm a firm believer that there's holy text and there's signs in the heavens and there's signs in the text and there's signs everywhere. And there's knowledge and wisdom and understanding that we can gain from all of it. So I'm not going to discount what I already know, but instead I'm going to take what we know, what I know, and I'm going to bring it up into current day. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. What does that mean? Right now, what are a lot of people doing right now? Wrestling against flesh and blood. Wrestling against flesh and blood. Running around here, killing, looting, stealing. We have people that are supposed to protect and serve, instead murdering, and definitely not protecting, and most definitely not serving. We have people in the government on both sides. Y'all got to side eye. I've said this before and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. You got to side eye everybody. Trust everybody in high places. But against principalities, y'all got to study this. Principalities, powers against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Now, principalities, powers, and rulers of the darkness of this world are all levels of demonic spirits, of demonic entities. We'll be doing this study. I clearly see we'll be doing this study again. I'm going to be doing it on the website, the Spiritual Enlightenment course. We'll be doing this study. We'll be doing it this month. I guarantee you we will. I'm not going to put it here. So go over there, and I probably will even allow it to be a free membership deal. Go over there and get it. Get the free membership on heartofinspiration.net. By the way, I need my moderators. Please, this is yes, we already know the website. I want this particular page, though, please. I want this page put into the chat. Okay? I want this page put in the chat. Those of you that are already on some level of membership into Lightworker Academy, you'll get this. We're going to be doing this within the next week. Those of you that are not even a free member, I need you to go sign up for your free membership, and then you'll be notified when we're doing it. I will do this as a free thing on the website. Okay? Now, and to answer everybody's question, I'm fine. The page I just literally put up there. This page here, I want that page to be the page for the website that we put up tonight, please. Thank you very much. Now, powers, principalities, rulers of the darkness of this world. So those are all levels, and spiritual wickedness in high places. Those are all levels of, just like there's a hierarchy for angels, there's a hierarchy for demons. This is demonology. I'm going to shout out the Leo King because he just did a very in-depth study, historical study on King James and his treatise on demonology. It's on his YouTube channel. I'm not getting none from it, but it is invaluable information. Principalities are the highest level of demons. They're like the archangels. Just, you got them on both sides, guys. You got it on both sides. Light and dark always balance. Always balance. Light and dark always balance. And I'm going to bring this into what's going on today very quickly. Just hang with me just for a second. Principalities are arc, right? The highest. those, I would say, I liken those to a reptilian type of seed, of star seed. Now, some of y'all might not want to hear what I got to say, but you're all going to have to hang with me, okay? This is a Lightworker 911. I am so sorry that I don't have time to hold your hand tonight. I'm very sorry I don't. And I'm not saying in the least little bit that you should not continue to do your work as we do the work, but you need to be aware of what's going on so you do not fall into the trap. This is not a fight against man and man, human against human. This is the spiritual war for humanity. When I talk about a great awakening happening, and I talk about the fact that that means that there's going to be great darkness, I mean exactly that. Now, all of us are not going to be out here doing spiritual warfare. We're not all going to be out here doing spiritual warfare. Not on the highest level. There are some of you that are going to hear this message and it's going to resonate. You're going to be like, that's where I'm supposed to be, Lisa, because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm here to activate. Now, principalities are the highest. They are the ones that technically they kind of rule over galaxies, right? They're the highest. Powers, that's the next level. So if you were to go seraphim and cherubim, right, and then go down to the next level, which is archangels. So excuse me, principalities are cherubim and cherubim. Archangels are not the highest level of angels. Did y'all know that? Archangels are not the highest level of angels. Powers against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Right now, the primary fight is against the rulers of the darkness of this world and spiritual wickedness in high places. The spiritual wickedness in high places references our governmental structures, our religious structures. That's where that comes in at. Do you understand? We're seeing that spiritual wickedness rear its ugly head everywhere in the government. We're seeing that spiritual wickedness rear its ugly head everywhere in the government and in religion and in the media and, dare I say, here on YouTube. We're seeing it now. We're going to see more of it. When we talked about 2020 being the year of perfect sight, I don't think people really recognized how much perfect sight we were going to get. 2020 vision. The curtain has come back. And if you're looking, you'll know. Now, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Let me take this down. What am I talking about? Listen. I want y'all to start looking these things up. I'm sure most of you by now have heard of Agenda 21, correct? You've got leaders that were part of this big group, this big conference. Go look up Agenda 21. Bill Gates was involved in it as well. Go look it up. Part of Agenda 21 was pestilence, I'll call it that, illness, reduction of population, and the overthrow of all governments to create one world government. And not a one world government on a positive side, a one world government meant for darkness, meant for evil, meant to completely enslave humanity and control it. Part of Agenda 21 requires martial law in here in America and across the globe. Well, let me ask y'all a question. I don't know if y'all happen to see this. But let me put this up here. Let me see. Minneapolis defund. Here, I want to show y'all something. Show y'all a little something. This came about, low an hour ago. Let me share my screen. Chrome tab. Here you go. Share. Fine, I don't care. Here, let me make sure this is showing the way I want it to. Oh, really? Okay, Star Tribune. Can y'all see this? Let me blow it up a little bit because I want y'all to be able to see what's going on here. Block. Minneapolis City Council to vote Friday on first changes to police. City Council President Lisa Bender pledges to dismantle the police. What? Dismantle the police? In the midst of the riots? Let's read on. Minneapolis City Council members plan to vote Friday on some of the first changes to be made to the police department in response to the death of George Floyd. Negotiate a restraining order that would make some immediate changes to set a timeline, whether or not the police department engaged in racial discrimination over the past 2 years. That's all fine, well, and good. The timeline for the impact of the restraining orders this weekend. We're committed to working quickly. We continue to have the commitment. Hold on, because there was a quote here. Now, they're saying that they have to work with the community towards reforms to address systemic racism. And the mayor does not support abolishing. The mayor doesn't support doing this. However, we have a council member here that's saying that as one of the most vocal critics, we are going to dismantle the police department and replace it with a transformative new model for police of public safety. Let me ask you a question. What the hell are you going to do if you have no police department? Now, I'm not saying the police department is good. I got no issues with saying that you have to restructure some things. But hold on. Because if you notice, all of these things have been allowed to go on without LA cut funding, cut police budget. Yep, LA cuts police budget. I got another one for you. Here we go. They're cutting $100 to $150 million from the LAPD budget funds to be reinvested in communities of color. This all sounds fine, well, and good, right? This all sounds great. But I want you all to think about something for a second. If there is no police department and it's lawlessness, as we're seeing now, I got no issues with peaceful protests. I got no problem with that. I got a problem with subversive people coming in and using our pain, our rage, all of this, using us again to further their agenda. Now, if you don't have the police, and if you notice, now all of a sudden, we're all good, fine, good and well. We're calling in National Guard and military. Why? Because the police departments aren't able to control, or mayors are calling for police departments to not do a damn thing. So now we're willing to bring in the military. We're willing to allow that to be brought into our streets because of what's going on. So if you had said to me 4 or 5 months ago, a year ago, that America would be okay with some form of martial law as a whole, not anybody here, as a whole, I would have told you you're crazy. Now I see it, and now, oh, we're willing to take it. We are pawns. Where did I say that we're past pawns? Where did I make that chess reference? We're pawns. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and the rulers of the darkness of this world and spiritual wickedness in high places. We're being played. First, they want to try to kill us off. Then they want to try to make us take vaccines. That's still coming. Don't think that that ain't come. Don't think that that is not around the bend. They've not left that alone. But you've noticed all of a sudden, all of a sudden the Ronas done disappeared. Ain't nobody talking about the goddamn Ronas. Ain't nobody talking about the Ronas. The Ronas just done disappeared. Why? Because the illusion, we realized what was behind the curtain. We saw the illusion and oh God, okay, we got to do something else. Let's create race wars. I want y'all to, let me check this out too. Hold on. Here. When I talk about principalities, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. Leviathan. Leviathan symbolizes the source of evil and a direct challenge to the authority of God. No, the authority of spirit, supreme source, the direct authority to your own divinity. Understand that when I say to you, these are entities we wrestle against, this is an assault on your divinity. This is an assault on my divinity. This is an assault on the light that is in this world. This is not just an assault on humanity. This is assault on divinity. We are divine of supreme divine. Direct challenge to the authority of God. While it can indicate a monster of the sea, it also represents the whole of humanity that hates God. I got to get the rest of that shit. As well as individuals that defy God. Let me put that in there. As well as individuals that defy God. Right? I'm going to take this down. Leviathan. Don't forget it. Leviathan is a snake. Leviathan is represented as a snake. When the Bible, anytime the Bible references a sea, guys, that's a group of people in certain instances. That's a large group of people. Hey, Gemini. Gemini's like, girl, you are hyped up today. You are hyped. She's just like, mama, what the hell's going on? You're in here yelling. That Leviathan, high. That's a high level. The lower levels are going to be greed, control. I'm going all over the place. Let me get back to Agenda 21. Agenda 21 requires military control. How do you continue on this path of lulling the American people to sleep so that they'd be willing to accept martial law? Well, we're just going to get rid of our police departments. Rather than change the laws, rather than do what you need to do to get rid of, psychological testing and all that kind of stuff to get rid of people that got issues, and retraining, we're just going to get rid of them. Well, the average person is going to be like, you can't just do that. Criminals are running rampant in the streets. I mean, come on now. So what's next? The call for the government to do this. Figure this out, guys. We are being played. Let's not even get to the Ronas. Let's not get to the Ronas. CDC. COVID-19 antibody test. Let's see here. Let's just see here. Well, let's see this first of all. Let's go to this one. Hello. Stop. Okay, let's go to this one. Share screen, share screen, share this tab. Now they want you to get tested no matter what. Sacramento County, everyone should get a coronavirus test, symptoms or not. So you get a test. Let's say you've had it. Y'all seen this? Y'all paying attention to this? Oh, wow. Check this out. This is right here in good old Wisconsin. Contact tracing. State of Wisconsin. Contact tracers. Full-time job. $20 an hour. Program assistant confidential. Wisconsin Department of Health and Services, Public Health, recruiting a large team of contact tracers to assist in tracking and limiting the spread of COVID-19. I could probably look this up in each and every state, and I bet you they got contact tracer place a job up there. You all know how contact tracing, how that app works? Let me show you. Contact tracing app. There's a bunch of them out here. Conduit. Comprehensive disease surveillance and outbreak management to integrate and coordinate timely information and analytic insights among collaborating epidemiologists, blah, 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 relevant and effective data collection, contact tracing, robust reporting, data aggregation and visualization tools, and geographic visualization of outbreak areas and case clusters. I want you all to understand something. Did y'all see that? Y'all didn't see that. I want y'all to understand something. In the church, we talked about the mark of the beast. That you would not be able to either buy nor sell. There's so many goddamn marks of the beast running around here. Your phone could be a goddamn mark of the beast. Did y'all know that Bitcoin now, what they will do with Bitcoin? Bitcoin, you can have an implant put in to your hand or your arm so that you just scan yourself at the registers. You all might be like trying to say thinking, Lisa, what does this have to do with the price of tea in China? What does this have to do with the call of action? The reason why I'm telling you all this, the reason why I need you to see this, the reason why I need you to understand, if I'm going to go on the other side, do you all understand that the current president was spied on and lied on by the outgoing president? Yeah, I'm going to show it. I'm going to show this. I want you all, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to this channel. I know I'm not showing it to you, but I'm going to go to this channel. Let me see if I can share it. Okay. This is sensitive information. I want y'all to hear this. Can you all hear this at all? Can you guys hear this? All right. I'm just going to put the link then. I'm going to put the link here to this in here. At your leisure, I want y'all to watch this. At your leisure. Oops, Control V. Oops, not that. Delete. Share. Copy. I want y'all to read it, to watch it. On the one hand, we have the potential to have martial law. On the other hand, we have children being harmed. I can't say too much, otherwise they're going to completely get rid of this video. Yep. Adrenochrome, all this stuff. That's real. It's real. If you all don't know who, do y'all have any idea who, do y'all know who Eric Snowden is? Look him up. He came out and started talking about how we're all being monitored underneath the Obama administration. Homeland Security was taken to the ultimate. If we don't know what's going on, we don't know where to fight. We don't know what to pray against. The first thing we have to be praying against, praying for, is that the awakening happen in great numbers, that people's sight is restored, that people see the powers of darkness, the rulers of this present darkness in this world, that they are seeking to control. They feed off of our fear. They feed off of our negativity. They feed off of our division. They feed off of us being weak, poor, and dependent upon the government. He did get away to Russia. There is a movie made, a motion picture movie called Snowden, and then you can watch the Netflix documentary afterwards. We have to begin to see, we have to see how the government has been controlling. We have to see how religion has kept us under control within the government. We have to pray about these things. Those that pray, pray. Those that war in the spirit, war in the spirit. Division, violence of all kinds, anger, rage, blindness. We're not going to win this war by beating people over the head with a Bible or with a crystal. You have to put forward your spiritual forces before the physical forces can come in. The spiritual forces have to go forward before the physical forces can come in. If you've never done anything else in your life, reach out to somebody that you've never reached out to before, or that you haven't reached out to a long time, or whatever the case is. You got to show love. You have to be emitting love. If those of you that aren't, because I don't want all y'all running around here trying to fight spiritual warfare. I really and truly don't. Please don't do that. Please don't. Because I don't need y'all calling me up later on talking about, certain spirits is running around in your bedroom or in your living room and things done gone flying. Because let me tell you something, they will. So I'm not asking for everybody to just go do the spiritual warfare thing. We'll talk about that on the website, what that really means and how one goes and wars in the spirit. However, my light workers, a lot of you already innately know what to do. Some of us do a lot of praying. Some of us do rituals. Some of us, praying is a form of casting spells anyway. But what we need to be speaking, into this earth is awakening, justice, peace. Thick Goddess, I think it was one of your friends, I think Spells Gabriel. I didn't talked about her now about 3-4 times today. I was on her IG Live and I so very much enjoyed it. Because she is a young person was putting forward, we have to watch our words. Guys, don't be out here talking about no justice, no peace. Don't be out here continually confessing that there's all these issues, whoop de bad woo, why, what, where, and what for. Be very careful what you're speaking. And be very careful what you're hearing. If you hear something, I need you to investigate it a little bit further, but don't stay in it too long. Because the problem is, I'm going to tell you something. I was having a real hard time earlier this week. And right before I got on here, my man called me. And because I was pissed off, I was ready to break up with his behind today. Why? Because, boy, I ain't heard from you all god darn week. And I'm over here like, going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Up 2 nights in a row praying in the spirit. I have seen, guys, I have seen in the spirit. I have seen in the spirit entities coming down, whispering in ears, pushing people towards other people to get injured, shot. I have seen them agitate and irritate and propel people into such a rage, even in their own homes, that they literally emanate fear, anger, greed, destruction, despair, and then larger entities coming in and feeding and feeding. It's like this huge pipeline of negative energy that is coming from humanity. People are scared. People are in despair. And some of these entities that I'm seeing, I can see within them a light that's just trying to break through and break out, and yet it's covered. Because the spirit of fear has just enveloped them. And when that happens, their energy then grows dim. And instead, it's the dark force that comes out, the dark matter that comes out. If you've seen any of these things about the UFOs coming and being seen in the sky, it's not untrue. It's not untrue. We're going to physically see more entities from other dimensions and other galaxies as the year goes on. The question is, are we going to let the darkness win, or are we going to take our light to dispel? Even if the only warfare you can do is in your own home and your own battleground, fight for your light. If you have sight over your city, your neighborhood, your state, your country, the world, it's time. This is not going to be a short battle. Don't get caught up, though, in only watching and listening to the programming that's out there, because it will it can easily suck you down. But we're in this for the long haul. I was watching something else yesterday. What the heck was I watching yesterday? Another YouTube video. And in it, it was a reference to, let me see if I can find it. It was a reference to a CEO that mysteriously died, I think a year or so ago. Oh, I lost another subscriber. I guess y'all don't want to hear what I gotta say. A year or so ago. Let me see, library. And She said in her last, she's a CEO of a tech company that was in Salt Lake City. Erin, I think her first name is. I got to find it. I'll find it and I'll get it to you guys. At any rate, she went to this like big guru kind of conference or whatever. And then she went to visit some friends. And she calls her mother the night before she died. And she says, and her husband, and said, the Matrix is real. This is a thought experiment. It's all a lie. It's all a game. In the midst of that conversation on that and that whole video, the next video that came up, there's technology, or she was helping to create technology that could basically, like in Minority Report, read your mind. And so just from your thought, things occurred, right? Like, so I could be typing just from my thought. There is already technology that exists that can read your third dimensional mind. And the concept that these nerds are coming up with is we can figure, the next thing we need to do is figure out the intention. Basically, you just intend to type something and it types. We can read your third dimensional mind. This is why they are gathering all the search data and the this data and the that data. Why? So they can learn how we think. The thought that came to my mind in that moment, this is exactly why when we say you have to live spirit-led, you have to live in your higher self, be led by your higher self. They cannot read your spirit. They cannot read your third eye. They cannot read your crown chakra. They cannot read it. So if you become accustomed to living here, but existing here, and bypassing the third dimensional mind, they can't read your thoughts. They can't control your mind if they can't read your mind. It's even more prevalent though, guys, now. I know some of y'all are saying, well, that broke a while ago. I want you to understand what I saw yesterday was very recent. It was virtual reality on steroids. And it sat me up at 10:30 at night. I'm beginning to understand why we are learning all the things that we're learning. I'm beginning to understand why it is absolutely critical that we ascend on so many levels. Because each individual person, as each individual human, spirit having a human existence, human experience, removes themselves, red pills their way out, and rescinds their agreement to all the ish that's going on, it weakens. It weakens the system as it exists. Thank you so much, Sunny. It weakens them. It weakens their stronghold. Light is stronger than dark. I only have 2 umbrella lights on in this room. I don't even have my overhead lights on, and you can see me perfectly good. Perfectly well. Light is stronger than dark. It doesn't take many of us to elevate the rest. I'm beginning to understand what that war looks like. There are some of us that fight up here. There are others of us that simply fight here. And it is much more important even for the individual fight, but so that you're aware of what you're fighting against and why. You're fighting against giving consent to the plan. That's what you're fighting against. You're fighting against the overrun of the earth by principalities and powers, the rulers of the darkness of the world in this present darkness, wickedness in high places. Exactly. I've been talking for an hour. And I don't know if I've been rambling on. And I don't know if I should just get rid of this video. I may unlist it. You all will have it. I may unlist it. So you all will have the link. Seriously, I say, why are you scared of bringing a bad entity in? We can't be scared of our third eyes, guys. We can't be scared of our crown chakras. We can't be scared to activate them. There's going to come a time quicker than you know. Matter of fact, the time is already now. If you're not being led by your higher self and you're not being led by third eye vision and given crown chakra wisdom, you are going to be lost faster than you can blink your eyes. You are going to be lost faster than you can blink your eyes. Because the illusion is real. And it's strong. She said, don't get rid of the video. What if your lower two chakras are blocked? Go to my website. We'll do some work on it. Can one of my mods put my website, just my plain website, up? Here. Oh, here. Anna, go to this page on my website. Oops, this one. No, where's that? Here. Go to that particular page, that direct page, click that link, go to that page on my website. Book a 60-minute session with me, and we will unblock your chakras, Reiki session. In the meantime, if you don't want to do that, in the meantime, you can also specifically meditate on your sacral and your root chakra. Also, sometimes, guys, I've noticed that as we do Akashic record readings, I find blockages, or I find areas or reasons why you've got blocks or you continue to have blocks. You can get an Akashic record reading there as well. Meditate there, and also Laura's chakras, using meditation music specifically for healing your lower two chakras. Yeah, I've been feeling it heavy in my heart chakra. My heart is just Hello, por la vida. For the life. I love it. For the life. Thank you. It's very heavy in my heart because that's our center for emoting energy, right? So that's our center for manifestation. It's hitting our heart to make our hearts heavy. And it's also hitting our heart so that we activate that and send out the right frequencies and send out the right energies. We have got to send out peace. We have got to send out sight. We have got to send out, like, wake up. Like, if you're going to emote anything in your time of meditation, if you're going to emote anything during your prayer time, just send out the freaking bat signal to wake up. Just send out this beacon of light, like Green Lantern. I don't care who. I don't care who. Send it out. Wake up. You're being used. Thanks, Tracy. Oh. Hey. Name, last, first name. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while. It is an energy you can feel. It's deep, man. Let me tell you guys, that's some deep-ish. I believe that we are too. The weirdest thing, so the storm that came through the other night while I was doing my live or premiere Tuesday night, and it mangled my, I think I put the picture up, but I will if I didn't. Mangled one of my canopy things. It's gone to be with Jesus. There was lightning out, and I was not the least bit scared as I'm touching these metal poles. It was the weirdest thing. Now, if you guys noticed, I have my water fountain here now. I'm going to put another one on the other side. Water is of course, me being a water sign, I absolutely love water and need to have water with me. But also water, oh, let me shut up. Some of y'all know what we can do with water and spirits, but we'll leave that alone. Listen, don't use your rolling pin, girl. Stay in now. It is very good healing. Thank you for listening to the sometimes rantings and sometimes just channeling. I really felt like I was rambling, so I must have just literally been channeling the whole time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, you can. You guys don't understand how much power you have. Oh, thank you, Miss Anna. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Your great grandma stuck her sock. I love it. Yes. I know. You know what? Yes. And that's the best thing you can do, Sandra. Because each of us on an individual basis, as we heal, then that's one less battery in the big battery pack. Guys, I really feel like we need to have a watch party of like The Matrix. The whole freaking trilogy, but definitely the first one. I'm going to give that to you all as homework. Rewatch The Matrix, preferably all three, but definitely the first one. We each take it, each of us, it weakens. And for those of you that are a little bit further along and you're discovering what kind of power you have, You have authority. Ah, the earth groans. I love this. Check this out. Thank you so much for the super chats and the super stickers. I'm going to tell you what this is. Romans 8:19. For even the whole creation, or the earth, all nature, waits expectantly and longs earnestly for God's sons to be made known, waits for the revealing, the disclosing of their sonship. Do you understand? That was running around in my brain earlier today. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Hey, Jay. Do you understand what that means? The earth is groaning. All of creation. All of creation. Let me give it to you in some other. Ooh, this is good. This one's a good one. This is a good one. The whole creation waits breathless with anticipation for the revelation of God's sons and daughters. All of creation is waiting for us. All of creation is waiting for us to reveal. For us. Do you have the revelation within yourself? We are. That's who we are. We are divine. We have authority over this earth and all that's in it. Do you understand? That is everything. Everything. The whole creation. The whole creation. There are other galaxies that are waiting for us. I know some of y'all are gonna be like, girl, you done lost your rabbit ass mind. There are other galaxies that are waiting for us. They're heading here. They are here. Some of us are here to assist mankind. The whole creation waits breathless with anticipation for the revelation of God's sons and daughters. Get ready to reveal. Get ready to step out. Step out into the light. Oh, okay. I'm going to leave y'all on that note. We are going to be discussing over the weekend. I'm going to put together a video about protection stones. I'm going to try to get off work a little early about protection stones. So I'll be doing a video about that. I'm putting together an animated video to teach you all how to create crystal pyramids. We'll do the spiritual enlightenment of shortened version of it for free within the next week on the website. So become a free member to Lightworker Academy. You can go here if you would like to do other control. See, put this in here. The light brings truth, and truth makes things less frightening. Yes. That's where you can go to become a free member. But also, guys, I'm just going to share that screen just so you can see what it looks like. When you go to that screen, I have different plans, mentorship plans. There's the free membership. You'll get the newsletter, access to different videos as we begin to put them up. We're going to have fitness videos soon, this sort of thing, right? So all of this, I'm growing it, right? This is just the beginning. But then if you want to work with me one-on-one on a regular basis, have real mentorship, there's Inspired Academy, Enlightened, and Ascension Academy, depending upon what you want to do. Okay? You can read this, read over it, see what you think. But we're getting it going. We're getting it started. The sooner that gets rolling, the quicker I can leave my day job, child, and do that full time. That's where we're going with it. Okay? We're going with it. I'm here to mentor you guys, and I'm doing whatever I need to do to help you. So what we're doing is, so we'll be doing the protection stones this weekend. I'll put the video up. So watch for my premieres, guys, because I'm not going to be going as live as much because I need to be creating content for you. Okay? I need to do created content so that I can have time to mentor you guys as well, right? So we can do the one-on-one and the group mentorship sessions. So, so look for all this. Pay attention. If you guys want to become a member here, there's 2 levels of membership. Thank you to all my members, my current members right now. I really appreciate you guys being members already here on YouTube. But if you want to become a member here on YouTube, there's 2 different levels of membership. You can do that. And here is the link. And then for the plans and pricings and things on my website, you can go to that other site, my website, and do that over there if you want more intensive, okay? Oh, Venus, love you, honey. I love all of you guys. I'm extremely honored to be able to work even in the least little bit with all of you. Extremely honored. So, all right, guys, before I start, because it's going to happen, let me get out of here, okay? Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. We're going to get together and we'll do some meditation tomorrow as well. So, get that. We're going to do that. And we're going to do some rituals tomorrow too, some clearing and releasing rituals, okay? I love you guys very much. Namaste. Bye, guys.